Hello there, my name is Miss Diamond and I am the course supervisor for the Level 2 Sport and Activity Leaders. So just to go through a few details for you, what is this qualification all about? So this qualification has been developed with employees and professional bodies throughout the sport industry to ensure you as learners have learnt the skills and behaviours of a successful sport and activity leader. This in turn ideally will give you all the best opportunities to be successful when applying for work in the sport industry. So basically, the areas covered in this qualification are to do with working in sport and activity leadership, so what the role entails. Can you deliver your lessons safely and effectively? Coaching some sport, leading some sport, developing your skills in leadership and delivering a sports event. So in front of you, you can see the qualification structure. Now, as we go through, some of them are mandatory, which means we must do those units, and some of them are optional. Some are assessed externally and some are assessed internally. Now, when we refer to external assessments, we refer to them as electronic exams. So Unit 1 and 2 are exams, and as we go down throughout the units, the internal assessments refer to assignments. So most of them are practically based, followed up by coursework. Some of them are just coursework based. When we get down to Unit 6 or 7, the unit that we have previously picked is Getting Others Active Outdoors, which is all to do with adventure education. And then lastly, Unit 8 is delivering a sports activity event. Now, this is usually done to the younger years. And this is when we do it right at the end of the course, when you have learned all the skills needed to be a successful sports leader. Now, as we go through all of the units, a lot of them, like I said, are practical. It looks at developing your skills, how to coach some sport, how to lead sport, working in the sport and activity leadership, so what you have to be like and what you have to do as a sports leader, how to do those things safely. And like I referred to Unit 6, a lot of adventure education. So there'll be things like rock climbing in there, going outdoors, learning outdoors. So a good variety of units are in this qualification to ensure that you leave feeling confident as a sports leader. So frequently asked questions, how will I learn? So you will learn in a practical and theory sessions. There will be many opportunities for you to lead your own sessions, starting in Unit 3. You can be creative with your session plans and start to develop your own leadership and communication styles as you go through the course. Unit 1 and 2 will be exam units, but the rest will be practically focused. What can I do after? So once you get your qualification and you leave education, you can then apply to work within the sport and leisure industry, i.e., so for example, in our local area, Stour Centre and Julie Rowe Stadium. Achieving this qualification will also give you an advantage when applying for sport and activity leadership roles. Again, that's just related to what is offered to you in your local area, but it can also support progression to apprenticeships in sport and leisure. So once you finish at sixth form, you might think, I'd like to go into a sport apprenticeship in a sport and leisure industry setting. So again, for example, Stour Centre and Julie Rowe Stadium. And this qualification will give you the best start that you need to when you're applying for places such as a sport apprenticeship. If you have any more questions, please just use the email down below. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this presentation.